The Miami Dolphins defense has been like a roller coaster this season. One minute, they're standing tall, shutting down offenses, and the next, they're letting teams run all over them. And when you hear defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver talk about it, you can tell he's not sugarcoating anything. Not good enough, he said flat out, referencing a unit that's giving up an average of 112 rushing yards per game and 4.5 yards per carry. That's a big drop from where they were last year. And it's frustrating because at times, they look solid, and then, boom, a big run breaks loose, and you're left wondering, how did that happen? So, what's going on here? Why does this defense struggle to stop the run? It's all about the basics. Tackling. Gap integrity. These things sound simple, but when they break down, it's a disaster. Poor gap integrity means defenders are out of position, and when that happens, running backs have a field day. If you can't set the edge and keep runners from getting outside, you're going to give up big plays. And let's not even talk about the tackling issues. When you're missing tackles, you're giving up chunk plays, and that's exactly what's happening with the Dolphins. Calais Campbell, a veteran in the game, didn't mince words either. He mentioned how Weaver has gone over every single play, showing the defense where they've gone wrong. And a lot of it comes down to players trying to do too much. They want to make the big play, but by freelancing and not sticking to their assignments, they're leaving the defense vulnerable. Make the plays you're supposed to make, Campbell said. Simple advice, but it's easier said than done when you've got an entire offense coming at you. And the missed tackles? Yeah, they're piling up. Miami's already racked up 19 missed tackles, one of the highest totals in the league. Even more concerning? They've only faced 155 plays so far, the second fewest in the NFL. That means on a per-play basis, the Dolphins are missing tackles more often than most teams. Linebacker David Long Jr., cornerback Kader Kohou, and safety Jordan Poyer? Each of them has 3 missed tackles in just 3 games. That's a tough stat to swallow for a team trying to establish itself as a dominant defense. Then there's the matter of touchdowns allowed. 5 rushing touchdowns in just 3 games? That's not the kind of start this defense wanted. If they're going to tighten things up, they've got to get more physical. They can't let teams push them around on the ground like this. Force teams to beat you through the air, don't let them run the ball down your throat. But let's not get too down on the Dolphins. There are some bright spots, some signs of hope. Despite all the struggles, this defense has shown flashes of what it could be. In fact, they've been almost lights out in the second half of games. Through week 3, they've only given up 1 touchdown in the second half, and that was against the Seahawks. They've also forced a fumble and grabbed an interception in that same stretch. So, when they're locked in, they can be a force to be reckoned with. And we've got to talk about Jalen Ramsey. He's been playing at an all-pro level, showing why he's one of the best in the game. Then there's Jaylon Phillips and Chop Robinson, both tearing it up in the pass rush. Robinson's pass rush win rate? It's at 24%, 5th best in the NFL according to Pro Football Focus. That's no joke. On the interior, guys like Calais Campbell and Zach Seiler have been dominating. So, the talent is there. They just need to put it all together. Looking ahead, Miami's got a tough matchup against the Tennessee Titans. Stopping Derrick Henry is no small task, and the Dolphins know they've got to tighten up that run defense. The defensive front has been holding its own, but the linebackers and secondary need to step up. They can't keep letting big plays happen, or it's going to be another long day at the office. The key is consistency. If they can clean up the mistakes, better tackling, staying in their gaps, and playing disciplined football, this defense has the potential to be one of the best in the league. And if they can do that, it'll take some pressure off the offense, which is critical as they wait for Tua Tagovailoa to get back and healthy. So, yeah, there are issues, but this defense isn't far off. They're close. If they can just clean things up and stay focused, they could be a real problem for opposing teams the rest of the way.